Alrighty, we got a 3-on-3 cube going this time, and last time I was like, well, in a 3-on-3, a combo is a little less good, and mid-range and aggro get a little bit better, and then I played against 3 combo decks with my mid-range deck. In any case, I'll be drafting a Psychic Frog, which luckily for us, goes well in combo, control, mid-range, aggro. It's just an unbelievably busted card, if you can cast it, and that's part of the reason it got banned in Legacy. I'm going to take that, pass a bunch of green cards here. I am passing to Quiniac, who's passing to Dark Quarter. Sandy Dog's on the other team, but all the way across the table. For sure he's going to take one of, these 3 cards. I'll take Frog. Dark Quarter, or Quiniac is probably, I don't know, could take a white card, could take like a Night Scythe. There definitely will be a green card coming back if I care about that, so we'll see. Okay, pick 1 Frog, pick 2. I'm just going to take Ponder. There's Othari, which I'm not even as high on Othari as I used to be. It's good, but it does cost 5 mana. That's a lot. And if they kill it right away, it doesn't do anything really. And even if they kill it after a turn, sometimes it's just not that big of a deal. There's Thopter Foundry, which in a 6-player draft isn't something I really want to second pick. Ponder helps me cast Psychic Frog more often, which I'm really into. And, Blood Crypt's also good. I think the pick really is between Ponder and Blood Crypt. And Blood Crypt's totally reasonable because Grixis is a great place for Frog, but I think Ponder's great. It's also Llanowar Elves, Crucible, Dragon's Rage, Zealous Conscripts, Phantasmal Image. So there's some cards here, but I think starting with a Frog and taking Ponder sounds pretty good to me. Okay, now I'll just take a Force of Will 3rd pick. This must have been a good pack. There's Snuff Out, Force of Will, Time Twister is a pretty solid card. Metamorphosis Fanatic isn't bad, but Ponder, Frog, I'm just drafting a Legacy deck. Well, again, beta Legacy, but I'll take Force, and then, as long as someone takes, like, Generous Ent or Basalt Monolith, I'll have my choice of some combo of Snuff Out, Undercity Sewers, Brainstorm. Converter's probably going to get taken. In fact, I think the cards that will get taken here are Converter, Snuff Out, Basalt Monolith, Time Twister. There's no white cards, so who knows. In any case, I will take Force of Will, and I hopefully will get back, something reasonable out of that pack. And then this pack, Fallen Shinobi. This is looking like the good start to Shinobi. And one of the cool things I like about Max Cube here is it has the Kaito with ninjutsu as well. So you can actually draft blue-black ninjas to a degree. And what would I take if not for Fallen Shinobi? I guess I'd take Lose Focus. I'm kind of in for Shinobi here. Force of Will and Psychic Frog are both incredibly good with Shinobi, so let's move in. Here, this is tough. There's Tundra and Badlands and Rafine's Tower. I don't like tap lands that much. There's Fabled Passage, also a tap land. There's a Cult Epiphany, which is actually really nice with Fallen Shinobi. Is there a chance I just want to do that, or should I just take like one of these duels? Because I often will splash a color in this deck. I kind of want to take a Cold Epiphany, making a bunch of flyers at instant speed. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take that. I don't know which of those lands I even want. Oh, here there's Subtlety and Lorien Revealed. I think I want to take Subtlety now. It's also Doomsday, but we're okay there. Lorien Revealed's great with Force of Will, no doubt, but Subtlety is actually pretty good with Shinobi. If you just cast Subtlety, you can Shinobi it, and then you have a Subtlety to pitch. And again, just pitch cards, pitch counters in this kind of deck work out really nicely. So it's painful passive Lorien Revealed, but I'm happy enough there. And here I think I want to take Night Scythe just to enable this Shinobi. Plus it's an artifact to discard to a Cold Epiphany. I'm passing up Soul Guide Lantern, Celestial Colonnade. Combo cards like Beseech and Wishclaw. A bunch of green cards are still here, of course. Some got taken. All right, I'm happy to take Night Scythe. All the white cards got taken, by the way. All right, so Phantasmal Image is actually pretty good with some of this stuff, or in this kind of deck. Thopter Foundry is kind of nice. No one took that on the first go. And there's also Talisman, but even though I don't have much fixing, Talisman's not really what I want. I think I actually will take Thopter Foundry. And just specking on this kind of late. The whole table saw it, so someone might hate draft a Sword of the Meek, but no one really knows where it went. No one has that information except me. Quinn passed it. Obviously, I could have taken it. But Sandy is probably not even going to think about it in Pack 2. Sven passed it to me. So in Pack 2, I don't think Quinn or Dark Quarter are necessarily going to be thinking much. Oh, Basalt's still here. So is Undercity Sewers and Brainstorm. Wow. I kind of have to take Undercity Sewers. A blue-black tap land is really good with Surveil, and it's fetchable. Yeah, I do like Brainstorm. Just cantrips in a Force of Will Psychic Frog deck are awesome. subtlety, you know, but I think the land is too important. And now Stoic Sphinx came back, and this actually is exactly the Stoic Sphinx deck. So I passed up a bunch of white fixing, Tundra, Godless Shrine, Rafine's Tower. So if I do end up going into white, it'll be kind of unfortunate if that's the case. But all right, Fabled Passage is fine. There's Vindicate and Teferi. I don't really want to splash, and having a fetch land is good. And then I kind of like Ether Spellbomb in this sort of deck. You know, it's no Lorraine Revealed. I was kind of hoping that would wield. I didn't think it was going to. Passing a late Leyline Binding. No one seems to be into Doomsday. I guess the Krasis is a blue card. I can pitch it. Oh, Phantasmal Image is not a 0 here. I don't have the best cut targets for it so far, but this is the kind of deck that could pick up some decent creatures, and yeah, I don't mind it. One thing that's kind of funny is now that I have both Subtlety and Force of Will, it just makes blue cards quite a bit better in my deck, where situational blue cards, like Phantasmal Image, for example, are pretty exciting because just being able to have two ways to pitch them means I can do something good with them. Lutri would also be a really nice one. Oh, Dress Down? Yeah, that's exactly the kind of card I was talking about. First of all, it cycles if I don't need it. Second of all, it pitches, so that seems great. I will take Demonic Tutor here. This isn't really a Demonic Tutor deck, but it's the best card in the pack. Gut's also pretty good. I don't care much for Grief, as I've explained. Lelia is good, but not as good as Gut. Jace is pretty good. Wheel's decent. City of Traders is fine, but definitely Demonic Tutor sort of deck. Oh man, I really want this Lutri because I have 2 forces, but I can't take it here. Here it's really between Marsh Flats and Remand. I'm passing a Tinker, that's okay. Same with Time Spiral, a lot of combo cards in this pack. Bitter Triumph's not bad. I kind of feel like I'll just take Remand here. I don't know. Remand's really good. And as much as I like Marsh Flats, this deck is going to be heavy blue with some black. I've got 2 lands already. I feel like I can take that. We'll see. Now I'll take Scalding Tarn though. Pass a Pyrogoyf. That card is good, but I passed a lot of red. Yeah, I'm passing Sven a pretty good amount of red. I want one of Malcolm or Suspicious Stowaway, but I'm okay with just getting one. There's also a Caustic Bronco here too. I just think Scalding Tarn is going to be really nice to have. And I'm happy with that. I think Remand's better than these cards, and so taking Tarn. Also, a blue fetch is a little better than a black fetch, I think, because I want untapped blue more often, though if I see Watery Grave or Underground Sea, I will slam it. Oh, there's the Kaito. There's also Miscalc and Wasteland and Lotus Petal. So what happens if I take Miscalc here? Kaito probably comes back. I mean, Lotus Petal, Screaming Nemesis, Wasteland, Council's Judgment, those 4 are like guaranteed gone. Someone would have to take blue-black Kaito when Undercity Sewers wheeled. I think I can take the Miscalc. I don't think I want Lotus Petal that much, but Miscalc looks awesome. And then here, I'll probably just take Inquisition. I don't have untapped black right now, but that's okay. I'll find it. And if I don't, it's also still fine. Put some swamps in my deck. Passing a Revoker. Tidebinder would also be pretty nice in this kind of deck, but 1 mana Disruption is really good. All right, Thopter Foundry is going to the sideboard for the time being. Okay, this pack, oh man, Oko, Fiery Confluence, and Pest Infestation. Zagoth Triumph. It's also a Limdul's Vault and a Concealing Courtyards. I mean, I could take Oko. I have Fabled Passage is all, and then a Scalding Tarn could eventually fetch green. There's also Pest Infestation, but I would definitely take the blue-green card over the mono-green card when I've got double forces. I kind of want to just take Oko. It's a pretty good card. If I do end up splashing, it's fine. Basically, the other thing is if I were to take a card just for my deck, it would be Curtains or Zagoth Triumph, and I just think Oko's enough stronger than those that I should just take that, and decent chance that one of those is back. This is a really, really good pack. Because Confluence, Pest Infestation, Skyclave are all going. Probably Zagoth. Yeah, decent chance that Concealing Curtains comes back, I believe. And here, oh, Jace did come back. All right, I like Jace here. Good 2-drop. I've got like a DT, Inquisition, and Ponder to replay, or a Cult Epiphany. That's all fine. Passing Chandra, really hooking up Sven with red this pack. There's also Grief, but I just don't want to pitch 2 cards to get to, like, to counter 1 when they don't have to spend mana on it. That's the biggest difference, is Force and Subtlety stop cards that they've already spent resources to cast. Grief does it proactively, but they don't have to spend the mana. I'm just going to take the Jace here. Okay, Bayou came back. It could help cast Oko. Sadly, Tarn doesn't get Bayou. There's also Bitter Triumph. Bitter Triumph is quite good, and I don't have any removal yet, so I think I just have to take that. Also, if I don't end up playing Oko, it's fine. Okay, Malcolm and Stowaway both wheeled. I still think I like Malcolm more. Flash is just a big deal. And it's a 2-1, does more damage. Stowaway honestly could still come back. It'd be the only card in the pack, but these are all playable cards. Mac has done a pretty good job this cube of not having a bunch of junk in it. So, there's always hope. All right, Kaito did come back. That was greedy, but got paid off. Council's Judgment's still there. Interesting. That makes it more likely that like Sven is playing white or Falcon, because I would have expected one of these people to have taken it. Who knows? And here, this is a black-green land in Dotha Triome. There's also a passing Splinter Twin, but this is the opposite direction I passed Conscript, so it could have easily gone all the way around. There's also a Persist and a Phyrexian Revoker. I'm not that stoked about Indotha Triumph, but I guess I'll take it. Okay, Zagoth Triumph I'm happy enough to take. So Concealing Curtains didn't come back, but Zagoth Triumph did. Well, now that I have Zagoth Triumph, which is fetchable by Tarn, with one forest I'll have 4 green sources. And honestly, I wasn't joking when I said splashing a blue card like Oko, the blue-green card, and having 2 ways to pitch it if I can't cast it, that's a pretty good fallback mechanism. I just need to get more cheap evasive creatures. I'm going to take the City of Traders. I passed a lot of red. It's really good in red decks. I'm not going to play Uro. I don't really care too much. I don't think Samwise is that good. All right, Suspicious Stowaway. Let's go. Can we get a last pick Stowaway? Might stun a weak stun. That's a shame. Okay, going into pack 3 here. Obviously could use a piece of power. Sword of the Meek would make Thopter Foundry a real thing. An untapped blue-black land would be nice. I'm doing well on counters. I have Miscalc, Remand, Force of Will, Subtlety is great. I have Inquisition as Hand Disruption. I've got a decent amount of creatures that can get through. All right, what do we got? Nothing. Huh. I guess I'm taking Spell Pierce. Exciting. I don't want to take Vampire Mystical. It's not that kind of deck, and I already have Demonic Tutor. I don't think I want to hate Embroiled Captain. It doesn't feel like Quinniac's on red, though. Maybe Quinniac is. Quinniac does like playing red. This pack is just really bad. There's just no first pickable cards here, except I guess I will take a Spell Pierce. All right, well, Spell Pierce is good in this kind of deck, so I suppose it's not the end of the world. A Preacher would be decent. I would put a Time Warp in this deck if I had it, but yeah, nothing too exciting there. All right, and here, the Lutri didn't wheel. Such a shame. Here, we've got some cards I want. Again, this isn't even that strong of a pack, but I'm going to take Deep Cavern Bat. This is just the perfect card for this deck. It takes their answer, and then you get a ninja off it if you want to. With Barrogoyf, Snapcaster, Emperor of Bones, Smuggler's Copter, Sicarian Infiltrator all being interesting cards for me. One argument against taking Deep Cavern Bat is that this pack has a lot of black cards. There's 4 good black cards in the pack. So I could take like Snapcaster and then wheel one of the black cards. But I think if I take Deep Cavern Bat, I'll still wheel one of the black cards. And I think the bat's a lot better. So I'm just going to do that. Here, I guess I'll just take Mystic Confluence. It's a good card. A little expensive, but Pitches Divorce. And not the most exciting pack. There's Underworld Breach, I guess. Dark Confidant would be nice too, but I think Mystic Confluence is good. Oh, Watery Grave? Thank you. Passing a Chaos Defiler, passing a late Academy. Urtai would actually probably wheels and will be good in this deck. This is the combo pack. Echo, Academy, Mind Twist, Faithless Looting, Memory Jar. So Sven passed a Chaos Defiler. Huh. Well, this is a not close Watery Grave pickup is what this is. Could use some more cheap evasive creatures, but I'm doing pretty well on that, honestly. And then this pack, geez, another brick. This is brutal. Gristlebrand 6, Bazaar of Baghdad, Tezzeret. I guess I just hate a Headliner Scarlet. Ugh, there's just no cards I would put in my deck here. There's 2 white cards that are decent. All right. Not a fan, but I don't think I'm supposed to hate the Gristlebrand, so I don't know. All right, and here, I don't mind Unearth, but this looks like a Thieving Skydiver deck. It's also a Consider, I guess, in the pack. This is a pretty bad pack. I didn't get any outstanding cards, and these packs have both been pretty weak, but passing a Cannoneer and a Balance after an Academy, but I think that's okay. This is 18 lands right now, so... Oh, and we're not playing the Thopter Foundry. We already know that. What am I getting back out of this pack? A card or 2. I could cut Dress Down. I think the Oko's okay. I was hoping to get a little more fixing this pack. I mean, getting the Watery Grave was awesome. I have good blue-black fixing. I don't know if I need to play this green card. Okay, Preacher and Time Warp both came back. So did Lingering Souls. Past all that white fixing. I do love Lingering Souls in this kind of deck. I guess I have Endotha Triumph if I want it. I don't care about Witherbloom. The Vamp went. The Emerald Captain Wheel. Is no one playing red? Weird. I think I'll just take Preacher, though. This just looks like a very strong Preacher deck. And I don't think I want... Time Warp's also pretty good. I've got a couple Planeswalkers, Psychic Frog. I can pitch it if it's not good, which is nice. And Preacher might come back. No, this looks like a pretty good Preacher deck. Let's just take that. Wow, all the black cards got taken. Emperor of Bones got taken, and what else was there? I'm just like forgetting now. Besides Barrogoyf, Emperor of Bones, and one other card. Smuggler's Copter's in the pack, Snapcaster. I think I'll take Sicarian Infiltrator. I don't know that I would actually run this card, but playing it at instant speed end of turn is kind of nice. And I'm not going to play the other cards. I don't really see a strong reason to hate any of them. Okay, Dark Confidant. Curve's a little high, but I'm no coward. Oh, Urtai I like a lot. Okay, well, I've got to cut some cards now. Maybe this Dark Confidant's not a good idea. Dress Down also is cuttable. I could also just cut the Oko, and then it doesn't actually change my mana too much. And now we're at 17 land. Yeah. Having random types is good for a Cult Epiphany. I guess I'll hate... I don't know, Coveted Jewel, Tezzeret, they're both pretty similar. I'm not playing Pillars of the Bog in this deck. I could also cut the Sicarian Infiltrator out of the deck. It's kind of like a 5-drop. It's nice with, I guess, Mystic Confluence. You get to leave your mana up for both. Cult Epiphany, that sort of thing. It just gives me an artifact to discard. I'll consider versus hating one of these Planeswalkers. I mean, I think Consider is good, so I think I'll just take it. Now I have to cut a card again. I'll just hate the Mystical Tutor. I'm not playing any of these other cards. And if someone had wanted these for a combo, they would have taken it earlier. It doesn't really make sense to wait that long. All right, I'll hit the Woodfall Primus. I guess we passed a lot of Time Vault cards, but that's okay. All right, let's wrap up the build here. Okay, I had to buy a Kaito. I don't play much Standard. And yeah, this is a card over because I got that Consider. I mean, this is a really good powerless version of this deck. This deck has some matchups, right? Like it tends to be better against combo decks than aggro decks, for example. Pretty good against control decks too. But you know, this is a pretty nice version of it. I hope it does well. Let's see. So let's see right now. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 black. Great. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 blue. And I have some 2 cantrips. I mean, I could even go 13 and 9. Let me put a couple forests in the sideboard. I would really only play 1, but who knows? Maybe I want this Oko in. Same with Endotha Triumph. And yeah, not a good City of Traders deck, I don't think. It's not actually a terrible City of Traders deck because of Sicarian Infiltrator, Preacher, Night Scythe, Stoic Sphinx, Subtlety, Urtai, kind of Kaito, definitely Fallen Shinobi, Mystic Confluence. Actually, but the problem is it's so bad with all those cards. I think I should just not. And it's a colorless instead of a colored source. Yeah, I mean, I've got 5 duels, which is pretty nice. So that means I have 12 lands to split, and right now I'm splitting at 7-5. Yeah. I could do it 8-4. Maybe that is actually better. So it would be 13 and 9 versus 12 and 10. I've got a bunch of good black 2s. I think this is probably okay. I don't think I want to cut a Cult Epiphany. It's really good with all the ninja cards. I guess Sicarian Infiltrator is a cuttable card for sure. It's a bit expensive. I mean, it's got some utility here, but all right. I like how this looks. All right. Time for round 1. I'd like to play first. Okay. His hand could use some mana, but the way I see it is I get to go turn 2 Deep Cavern Bat. And if I've drawn a third land by turn 3, which hopefully I will, I get to cast an Occult Epiphany for 2, and then we'll see where we're at from there. And Falcon, I got a bunch of the red, so I don't think Sven actually was playing heavy red. But we'll see. Island, Lotus Petal. We pedaling something out? What are we pedaling over here? Nothing? All right. It's Deep Cavern Bat time. Huh. Well, that's okay. If I play a top lane and not play Occult Epiphany, that's fine too. Getting a card no matter what. Maybe 2 cards if Petal's sacked to counter the Deep Cavern Bat. That's obviously not a play you're excited to make, but if you got to protect something good, then you do what you got to do. Oh, interesting. Petal Samwise was the play. So there's Lingering Souls, Nadu. Lingering Souls is pretty annoying for this hand. I think I'm just going to take Nadu, though. Because, yes, I can Bitter Triumph the Nadu, but that gives Sven a card here. And the Lingering Souls, I feel like I can trade some Occult Epiphany cards for that. Like, I can probably Epiphany and make 2 tokens pretty easily. And Sven wants to crack Lotus Petal to play Lingering Souls. You know, I'm okay with that. Definitely an argument for taking Nadu and then casting Bitter Triumph. But I also think that the bat is already going to keep back a token here. So let's do this. And then, oh, okay. That works out all right. So let's go Undercity Sewers. Psychic Frog. Yeah, I like Psychic Frog. Pass the turn here. So they played Swamp, Samwise, Lingering Souls. Oh, good. We're doing the thing where we can't close that. Nice. So I know that Forest, Underground, Mortuary, and 2 unknowns now are the hand. I can Bitter Triumph the Samwise. Oh, and I can't dismiss it either. All right. Yeah, there we go. Lingering Souls is going to get flashed back. I'm going to play a Stoic Sphinx next turn. Yeah, that's fine. I think I do just kill the Samwise. No, I can kill the Samwise with the Occult Epiphany at some point. I'll take 4 here. Card left on top. So I drew the frog. I'm just going to pass the turn here. And Stoic Sphinx. And then the longer I can wait on the Occult Epiphany, the better, because obviously casting an X spell for a greater X is good. And I think discarding Bitter Triumph might actually end up being part of the play. Oh, no, probably didn't keep Marsh Flats on top. My guess is Sven drew the Marsh Flats last turn. And in this, I guess I'll get Island is probably fine. Sphinx away here. Block one of the tokens. Can't block Samwise, unfortunately. And then, what's our play? Is this something I can... probably didn't keep Elf on top, so I guess I'm a little confused. Land. Actually, okay hitting with the Sphinx here. And then... do I pass the turn here? I kind of think I do, because I feel like if you kept a card on top with your Surveil land, it wasn't Llanowar Elves. It could have been Marsh Flats as a white source, but I kind of feel like it was something else, and I think there's a decent chance Sven plays it this turn. Maybe something expensive, I don't know. And what I can do with Mystic Confluence as well is, if I want, I can bounce Spirit tokens. Obviously, that comes at a cost of a card each, so maybe I don't do that, but it's a reasonable play to make. Okay, attacking here first. Yeah, I'm going to take 5. Don't feel like giving Nadu back here. Okay, this is the card I think Sven put on top. Titania. All right. Counter. I think I'm going to do all three. Counter, bounce the untapped spirit token, and draw a card. And then this way, my Deep Cavern Bat gets to attack this turn as well. Assuming I don't get dazed. that would be pretty funny. Oh, Inquisition, huh? I don't know what the last card is in hand. Right, yeah. I kind of don't think I play Inquisition. I think I just play Psychic Frog. Attack for 6. And then now, Sven doesn't have lethal. And, I mean, I've even got a Psychic Frog to block if I need to. Okay, what is this? Alpha Deathclaw? No. Atroxa? Green Sun Zenith, maybe? Drew something good, huh? That's unfortunate. Oh, Pest Infestation X equals 3. I guess that's okay. If I Cold Epiphany for 3, am I going to force that? I don't think so. I think that's fine. And then Sven maybe attacks with something here. Or maybe not. I guess you could attack with a flyer. All right, well, I'm just going to Cold Epiphany for X equals 3 here. Definitely discarding Zagoth Triumph, Inquisition, and I guess I could discard Bitter Triumph and make a flyer, but I think I'd rather just discard Island. I'll make 2 flyers total. Draw. Miscalc. Well, let's start with Ponder here. See what we see. Because if I see a removal spell, let's see. I'm at 6. What do I want to do here? Because if I give the frog flying, attack with Sphinx, Frog, and Bat, I guess if I attack with Sphinx and Frog, they have to block one of the two. I guess they just block the frog. Maybe they block the Sphinx. I could also Bitter Triumph and then discard Miscalc. Then I draw Force and not be able to cast it. So I think I'm just going to shuffle. Still do the Jace. All right. Kill a Spirit Token. Discarding Miscalc. I just don't think Miscalc's that likely to counter something here. Exile 3 cards to give this flying. And then they have to block one of these two. Oh, I guess they actually don't technically have to block this one of these two. But I also still don't die on the backswing. So technically they could, this is only 7 damage, but if I have a way to draw a card, then it would be lethal. Other thing is I can block with Deep Cavern Bat if I need to, and that kind of blocks 2 creatures here. So I feel like I'm in good shape either way here. But we'll see. Sven top deck something, then could lose. I guess I could have not Bitter Triumphed, kept Force of Will on top, and just attacked with Sphinx. Is that better? I don't know if that's better. They take it. Then I've got 4 blockers. I go to 1, but I have Force of Will just in mana untapped. I'm going to get to play Jace this turn and then set up for the win next turn with Mystic Confluence. So that also seems pretty reasonable. Spell Pierce not looking amazing here, but we'll see. Okay, Sven just took it. Yeah, I didn't have a way to make it lethal. If I keep Remand in hand, let's see, block, block, block. I go to 1. And they get a Nadu, and then they can play Nadu. I remand it. Yeah, all right. I guess I'll just pass then. If they draw a cheap spell that kills me, then yeah, it doesn't work great. Okay. block, block. I guess blocking here is fine too. So I go to 1, then I go to 2. I mean, I could not block with 1 spirit. I don't think that that's good. They can't play Nadu twice, funnily enough. I mean, unless they drew an island. Oh, Demonic Tutor should make it fairly easy. I don't know exactly what I'd DT for, but if I needed to, let's see. Draw DT for Urtai. Oh, I should have not played my land. But I guess I'll just get Urtai here and Urtai the spirit token. Yeah. Because if I didn't play my land, I would have lethal here with Sphinx and Frog. Both, but okay. Well, it wasn't the best way to close things out, but we got game 1. Okay. Dress Down, Phantasmal Image, Ether Spellbomb, Oko, Sicarian Infiltrator. Is there something I want to cut spell? Like cutting Spell Pierce seems okay. It's really good against Pest Infestation. It's okay against Lingering Souls. Maybe I put Dark Confidant in because it feels like my life total's not under tons of pressure, so I think I'll try that. All right, I'll keep this on the draw. It's not an amazing hand, but Malcolm and DT can find a lot of things. I'm also going to go get a Undercity Sewers and get to Surveil. So I feel like this is okay. I'm glad Sven didn't lead on an elf here. That would have made things a little trickier for sure. Or did he? No. One downside to oh, okay. Interesting. Well, I'm still going to get my Surveil on. Decent chance I even end up cycling this or discarding it to Malcolm. Jeez, Mana Confluence, okay. What do we got here? Turn 2 Nadu. Okay. Bitter Triumph would be a decent answer. Subtlety. Kind of think I want Subtlety here. I even have a Malcolm to pitch to it, and I'm going to DT here. It's not ideal, but I kind of feel like I just get Bitter Triumph here. Oh, I could get a Thieving Skydiver to steal that Mox. I kind of like that. Let's just do that. Look, if Sven has a way to combo with Nadu this turn, then there's not much I could do to stop it either way. And if they don't, stealing that Mox seems pretty good, and then I can potentially just beat Nadu in combat. Double block it with Malcolm plus Skydiver or something like that. Yeah. All right, well, I guess I'm glad I got the Skydiver. So I kind of don't want to hit lands here. Hit pre-war Formalware. Wow, I'm really glad I got Skydiver instead, because if I killed Nadu, it would just come back here. Don't like seeing lands. No elf, no elf. Because now what I get to do is Skydiver the Lava Spur Boots, and that at least gives me a little bit of play here. Would have taken that Mox Diamond, but all right, Thieving Skydiver is nice. It'd be nice to also get away with not casting Subtlety this turn here. And boom, it's beat down. Thieving Skydiver. The fact that it equips the boots too is pretty nice. Oh wow, next turn, Psychic Frog equip the boots. It's kind of nice. Let's see if this is looks like a creature. Yeah, it's got to be something I can Subtlety. All right, I mean, it doesn't solve the problem exactly, but here's the thing. I think Sven's going to put this on top. Let's see. Seems like there's a decent chance of that. And then attack me. And then next turn, I go frog. Oh, they put it on bottom. Okay. I was going to say, if they put it on top, then I go frog, equip, attack, and discard some cards. But I think I'm going to discard some cards anyway. I want to have lethal next turn. So right now, I'm attacking for 4. It puts them to 9. If I discard 2 cards, I'm attacking for 6, and that puts them to 7. Then I definitely have lethal next turn. All right. All right. And then draw. Play a land, because you never know. Lava spur boots. The boots with the spurs. And next turn, Nadu has to block Psychic Frog. I hope this isn't Lingering Souls. Is this like a Skyclave? Oh, Council's Judgment? That's an ambitious card from what I've seen mana-wise, but okay. All right. There goes my Psychic Frog. The Nadu has to kind of keep back the Skydiver. All right. It would be good to draw a spell here. I actually haven't drawn any spells this game except the one Subtlety. Because I DT'd for... Oh, and the Psychic Frog. And because I DT'd for Skydiver. So now would be a good time. Mystic Confluence would be a pretty nice one. Oh, Noble Hierarch. Okay, that still doesn't really make attacking that, impressive. All right. Night Scythe. Oh, okay. This is actually pretty good. See, drawing a spell. Good technology. Crew this with the Necron Warrior. These Lava Spur boots are really giving Sven the business here. Attack with the Night Scythe, and now it's like either chump with Nadu or trade with Nadu. Ooh, that's grim. Oh, I guess the pre-war Formalware brings it back. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, it still gets it off the board, and I don't think it doesn't draw a card off attaching with pre-war Formalware, which is nice. Next turn, who knows what. Let's see. Sven also has a lot of cards in hand, so I think I was going to have something to cast this turn either way. And this is 3 to equip? Yeah. Okay, in comes Nadu. And could attack with the Hierarch, but I don't think that doesn't seem too impressive. All right. Any action? Oh, that's action. Okay. Yeah, I guess gonna give you a Nadu trigger. And then try to win with Lava Spur boots. All right. Revealed Forest, sure. Or I guess this doesn't win, but Lava Spur boots on Kaito is pretty nice here because this puts Sven down to 2 and has to chump with the Noble. Would Lava Spur boots have been great in my deck? And then that means that Kaito is safe on the way back, presumably. And, oh no, what is this? Oh, Once Upon a Time, sure. There's not much that really works out here. I mean, maybe a Titania, Deathrite Shaman, sure. Hold on. Then I'll equip the Skydiver. All right, pass the turn. Nadu stunned for another turn still. Can cast Deathrite Shaman. I've got a flyer, a 3/1 flyer, so that's already lethal. This also, I don't have any ninjas here, but getting to Surveil 2 could be okay. And really just Kaito -2ing again here will be decent. So Lava Spur boots really added up this game. Oh, there we go. And Lava Spur boots for the win. All right. Stole that game nicely. Playing against Quinn on Red-Black Reanimator Sneak, which, You know, fast hand's always scary, but this hand is decent. I would like to ponder into... Interesting. Yeah, I guess so. So I think keeping a good 5 in a swamp is okay there, because I've got miscalc next turn. I'm not going to have anything on turn 3, but on turn 4 I'll then have Urtai into Shinobi or Urtai into something. Broadside Bombardiers. No, I will counter that. So here's my weak turn. It would have been nice to ponder into a play, but I feel like that ponder, it's on island, which was bad, but swamp is important. This deck, this hand needs a swamp pretty badly. And then Mystic Confluence on 5 is pretty good. So if we can fade Quinn having something too good this turn, then I don't mind it. Bombardiers is pretty nice. I mean, by itself, it isn't the best. Oh, no plays. Amazing. Okay. Oh, and I drew a Stoic Sphinx. So even if Quinn has no plays, I can drop a Stoic Sphinx, which is nice. I don't mind this. Okay, this is going to get Urtied. And then I'm going to Shinobi. And hope that the Sneak Reanimator deck has some good stuff for me. All right, let's go. Life, Death, and Swamp. All right. No, I guess I won't cast that. All right. Well, so that wasn't great. If Quinn has... Oh, Upkeep Vamp. I don't like this at all. Ugh. This is going to be a sneak into something. Damn. At least I think something along those lines. But we'll see. Oh, it's Bitter Triumph, or sorry, Collective Brutality, Emrakul. Okay. So if I hit anything off of the Fallen Shinobi, then the Emrakul play wouldn't have worked. Well, okay, Subtlety is not terrible here. He immediately drew that. That's funny. All right. Subtlety. So he just top ticked. Well. I mean, I could have just left up Mystic Confluence, sure, but seemed like any decent Shinobi hit and then Confluence and Urtai as backup would have been fine. It's gonna... Also, if he didn't immediately draw that... Oh, man, he had that too. Well, I guess I wasn't really getting out of this, was I? I don't really have anything I can draw here. All right. Unfortunate. I do want Dress Down. And I kind of like Phantasmal Image against... At least against the Chaos Defiler, it's very good. Spell Pierce is good. Bitter Triumph is good. Preacher is just okay. Just tapping out for Preacher against them isn't going to be that good. And Thieving Skydiver didn't seem to be quite good, so I think I'll do this. Oh, there's also Ether Spellbomb. Hold on. I kind of want that too. I guess I could cut Consider. Just having Spellbomb in play can really make Shallow Grave a lot worse. It doesn't really help against Sneak Attack, but it can be good against an early Exhume or something. All right, well, you know, I still think this is a pretty decent matchup, but this hand's obviously good. But could I have not Shinobi there? Definitely. Would I have been better? Maybe. Seemed pretty nice to go for it. Currency Converter, okay. I don't love seeing that, but this hand is decent. I get to Malcolm, and then I've got a couple interaction spells. Malcolm. Okay, I don't mind Urtai. Send. I guess I could attack first in case I do a tap land. It's true. Oh, is Quinn going to try to kill my Malcolm here? Well, successfully, it will succeed. All right, a 3-drop would be nice. best I can do is another swamp. The good thing is it looks like I've got a counter in hand. Discards Gristlebrand. Uh-oh. Don't like that. Maybe I want the Thieving Skydiver for the currency converter? Didn't see too many other artifacts when they played against Quinn, though. That's part of the problem. Okay. It's also a combo with the currency converter. And probably doing nothing here. And then I get to take my turn. That would have been really good a turn ago because I don't want to spend my mana on it now. It might still be good at some point here. We'll see. Discard a land. I'm not going to discard any more lands, of course, but... So you making a 2/2? No, you're making a treasure. Yeah, I don't love how things are going here. Just because I'm not putting any pressure on the board. Malcolm, I guess, in 2 turns does get threatened to play things for free. All right, here we go. It's going to be an Exhume or Death. Huh. Okay. That does cost a lot of life. They cost 8 life, puts Quinn to 8. Interesting. But then he's going to haste it. Yeah, I guess I will counter it. I don't love that because there's some world where I get to counter the activating a Gristlebrand. But I think it's better to counter this. Okay. It's going to Vamp Tutor and then draw Shallow Grave. Yeah. Well, you know, what can you do? So it goes. Draw. Shallow Grave. Oh, Exhume. Huh. Do I want to put a Subtlety into play? I guess I could. Yeah, I think that's fine. Because now when I Bitter Triumph here, Quinn could pay 7 life, but it's a bit more of a liability. I think that's actually fine. Oh, I could dress down. I think I'd rather go Bitter Triumph, pay 3 life on Gristlebrand, and see what Quinn does, and then save dress down for next turn. Urtai. Do I want to trade Urtai for a rogue token? I don't really see a big reason to do that. Discard, yeah, I'll discard Inquisition. All right, pass the turn. And hope that dress down is enough to get things done here. I mean, Quinn's at 2. Oh, geez, Claymocks, okay. Well, definitely boarding in Skydiver if we go to game 3, though. This looks like we're going to start with Collective Brutality, which is unfortunate that I have this DT in hand, but yeah, what are you going to do about that either, right? Like, I really don't think this is going to be good enough, but I'm going to do my best. Emrakul. Discard 2 mountains. It's going to kill Malcolm, I'm sure. Gain 2 life. Take my DT. So next turn I really want to draw Fallen Shinobi or something. Well, something that'll make Subtlety lethal. I was hoping that Collective Brutality wouldn't be one of the cards Quinn drew, but I mean, drawing 7 cards. Still like a pretty decent chance of not seeing it, you know, but obviously not crazy to see it either. And Well, it is a good red-black deck for sure. Blue-black tempo tends to be good against those decks, but Vamp Tutor is pretty strong, and yeah, that Shinobi hit bricking was pretty bad. It would have, I think, been pretty fine if I hadn't. All right, so making a treasure here. Into what? Sneak attack or something? Bonehorde Dracosaur. Okay. 4. So, looking at my deck, magical lens, doing things. Anyways, looking at my deck, Mystic Confluence is a way to win. If I draw land, Mystic Confluence. So I think casting Dress down here is fine. Yeah, I'm dead. There's not really any combination of cards that'll get me out of that. Unfortunate. All right, disappointing round 2. Round 3 against Sandy on Mono White Splash Time Walk. Well, this hand's amazing. I'm very happy with this hand. Obviously, this is the hand I was looking for against Quinn. Maybe I should have mulled game 2. I don't know. Game 1, I was pretty happy with my hand. Sandy mulled to 6. Force of Will, not the best against Boros. This is going to be Ocelot Pride. You know what? I'm going to let the Pride hit me once and then play Psychic Frog and hope Psychic Frog can protect me. I just think that's going to be better than forcing Ocelot Pride. Spell Pierce? No, that one I don't really want. And maybe I will force... Is this a Guide of Souls? Is it just going to have... Oh, Skull Clamp? That one I do have to force. I'll pitch... Guess I'll pitch Malcolm. I just feel like Skull Clamp with the Pride is too much. Too much. And let's play Psychic Frog. If Sandy's got an answer to this, then yeah. I mean, I could have forced the Ocelot Pride, but I think given I had Frog with Force backup, I didn't need to. And there's not very many cards on turn 2 I would have needed to force. But of course... Oh, okay. I was going to say we're getting Skyclaved or something here. No, Sanguine Evangelist is fine. That doesn't stop me. And part of the reason I didn't mind pitching Malcolm is I can use DT on this turn and then Sphinx after. So Skydiver is good against Clamp, but for future turns. What do I want to take here? I could just fall in Shinobi next turn, maybe. Though the bat token might attack. I have a good 4-drop. What else would I want? A Mystic Confluence? That one doesn't seem amazing. If I get Fallen Shinobi and then the frog gets killed, it's just a disaster. But if the frog gets killed, it's kind of a disaster either way here. I don't really have like an awesome thing to get. This is why DT is just not that good in this deck. But I think I'll just take the Mystic Confluence, play Zagoth Triome, pass the turn. Then I get to play Sphinx on 4 and Confluence on 5. Could attack with the bat. Oh, attack with everything? Okay. We'll block here. And discard a card to put a counter on it. I think I'll discard Watery Grave. Okay, and that was it. That was the whole play. Yeah, and then I think I attack with Psychic Frog. I'll get my card here. And pass the turn. What is this Wooded Foothills getting? No, we got another play instead. Oh, a Cathar Commando. It's just going around Psychic Frog is kind of the answer. Sure. Well, I'm going to play the Sphinx and block here. The Cathar kind of adds a lot of damage for sure. So if I block one of the... I'm not going to block the Cathar Commando. So I guess I'm taking 8. All right, well, think I block the Sanguine Evangelist because Battlecry in the future is pretty annoying, and then Mystic Confluence can kill some tokens. No Time Walk, please. Oh, Loran, sure. It is kind of nice having no artifacts in your deck. I guess I have Night Scythe, sure. Now I don't think I attack with the frog. Basically, I would like Sandy to go for some kind of mass attack. Currently, it's not lethal. It'll put me to 1. But we'll see. That Wooded Foothills can't have that many targets. Celestial Colonnade's a little annoying here. I do have to be careful about that one. Sandy's 2 lands away, but if he just plays a land this turn, he just has the ability to do that. And I think what's going to happen here is if Sandy just passes and does nothing, I kill both bats with Mystic Confluence and draw a card. But here I'm probably going to counter whatever this is, Blade Splicer, Otawara. I guess I can't counter that. Okay. Block Loran. Bounce 3 tokens. Don't really want to trade for Cathar Commando. Sandy probably wants to tap Loran at this point in time. I'd be a little surprised if he didn't. Because right now he's short killing me. And then these get bounced. I go to 1. And then if he plays a land, oh, land into Time Walk? No, Intrepid Adversary. Okay. Yeah, this is getting close. So currently he doesn't have the land to activate Colonnade. Let's cast Consider first. So I think I frog here and pass. And he's probably going to go land Colony to kill you. Well, I could have ninja'd off the Sphinx, played frog, and hoped to hit two creatures, but it felt like hitting a spell in the top 2 was probably more likely. What an annoying game to lose. The turn I attacked with frog and then got attacked back was pretty unfortunate. Maybe I didn't want to attack with frog that turn. Here, I think I'm just going to put in Sicarian Infiltrator. It's not like amazing, but I think it's okay. I don't really like either Spellworm here. I could put an Oko, but I don't really want to put in another color. Dress down Phantasmal Image. I guess Phantasmal Image is good. He's got Blade Splicer. It's okay with Ocelot Pride. Loran. Yeah, I guess I'll try that. That's cheaper at least. Okay, I would like to play first. Oh, this hand's good. Let's see if this Phantasmal Image ends up being better than a Sicarian Infiltrator. Yeah, I guess the turn that I attacked with Psychic Frog and then played Sphinx. The problem is if I don't attack with Frog, he might just not attack. Oh, and he played a Cathar Commando end of turn. Yeah, I'm all right with that. All right, well, currently this is looking better than a Sicarian Infiltrator because these prides will just trade here. And then I get to play Preacher and Preacher into Fallen Shinobi maybe. Man, I want Fallen Shinobi to be good so bad. I feel like it always misses. Guide of Souls. That's a good combo with Ocelot Pride. Jeez. Sandy Dog, huh? And then makes a token, makes another thing, yeah. Yeah, I guess I'll just play Preacher. And then he's going to get to Guide of Souls. He had Guide into another 1-drop. He's going to make the Ocelot Pride flying. That at least I could Urtai. It says one short of City's Blessing, unless he plays like a Blade Splicer here. So I kind of imagine he's going to play a Sanguine Evangelist for just the literal perfect draw. Flicker Wisp, okay. To kill my Ocelot Pride. Yeah. Sandy Dog. I guess I'm gonna Urtai Resurrected here is probably gonna be my plan. If I attack, I get a token. Yeah, I guess I'll attack. At some point, I'm going to try to Fallen Shinobi, but it doesn't need to be now. If Sandy has anything else, I just lose, or at least I'm very close to that point. Mystic Confluence does a pretty good job of enabling some comebacks here, but okay. Destroy Ocelot Pride. Is this going to work? Well, if this works, I guess I'm pretty happy. I don't think I need to block Figure of Destiny right at this point in time. It would make Sandy waste a mana, but just 1 mana. And killing the Guide of Souls is pretty nice. Okay. Okay. That was a really good combat for me. And Skyclave kills the Preacher. Sure. Yeah, I'll attack here. Either he trades and gives me a 3/3, or I get to Shinobi him, and I'm fine either way. Okay. Alright, Shinobi. Gonna need a little help here. Oh! Sanguine Evangel. And then Resto is under your control. There we go. There we go. Alright, well. Okay, you've redeemed yourself, Fallen Shinobi. I got 4 creatures off Fallen Shinobi. Oh, I like that. That is nice. Now I'm just like in the driver's seat completely. Okay, I got Mystic Confluence and Urtai up next turn. Well, Confluence if I draw a land. And Sanguine Evangelist, 2 bats and a Resto puts me in a pretty nice position here. Let's see what Sandy's got. Okay, Adversary. I mean, that's okay, but he does know I have Urtai to kill the Adversary next turn. So, this what? Let's Flicker Wisp attack maybe? Not even. All right. If I just Urtai the Adversary, the Shinobi needs to get blocked by like Flicker Wisp plus a token, probably, or Figure plus Flicker Wisp. I think maybe what I do, what if I attack with the 2 bats, the Resto, and the Sanguine Evangelist? Or maybe just 1 bat. Yeah. And then I still have pretty good blockers. I'm likely priced into killing that Intrepid Adversary at some point here. And is there any thought to... I wonder if I want to like Inquisition or something here. No, let's just do this. Trading Sanguine Evangelist for the cat token is also fine. I get 6 points of damage through. Oh, it just takes it all. That's just Sandy. He's just incredibly aggressive. In that case, let's just pass here. I want to kill that Adversary, but I don't need to at the moment, and he doesn't really have much in the way of counter magic that we've seen. What is this? Oh, just pumping Figure. Yeah, I guess that's going to have to happen either way. Let's just do it now. Kill Intrepid Adversary. And then I need to put myself in a position that I don't just die to Time Walk. But we're not very close to that right now. Winds of Abandon would be pretty unfortunate. So I guess I hope I don't get winds this turn. Drawing a land last turn would have been really nice for Inquisition because that would help me plan things out. But it looks like I might get another turn here before that happens. This doesn't look like I'm about to get hit with a wind. Sandy could have Skull Clamp. That could be his draw. I assume he didn't have it last turn. Oh, Swords to Plowshares, Fallen Shinobi. Okay. That's fine. Let's see here. Bat token will block the Flicker Wisp, and I guess I'll just take a hit off of Figure of Destiny here. It'd be nice if Sandy pumped to go to 4. I don't think that's super likely, but it is possible. The worst Demonic Tutor of all time. Honestly, what I might do here, I mean, it's going to depend on Sandy's hand. Oh, there's a Deep Cavern Bat. Let's start with Inquisition. And then I'll decide if I want to follow up with the bat. Smuggler's Copter, Odawara, Wandering Emperor. Yeah, that's kind of what it felt like there. Okay. Well, I'll take Smuggler's Copter. Now, there's no point in casting Deep Cavern Bat here. Odawara to bounce back Resto or Sanguine Evangelist is kind of annoying. Let's see. I think I attack with them because getting one of them Wandering Emperor is not too bad. And I guess I could attack with the bat as well. Though I could have also DT'd first to try to see if Sandy would let me DT into Force of Will. But what I kind of like about this play is if Sandy then uses Odawara, I could play Deep Cavern Bat. Yeah, Odawara the Resto. Take a bunch. Okay. Trade. Though, I actually don't think I play Deep Cavern Bat. I think I DT, and I think I do DT for Force of Will. And then pass the turn here. Because what is probably going to happen here is Sandy plays one of those two cards and I force it, and then I Deep Cavern Bat the other one. A cheap play would have been decent too, but well, Drawing Ponder was nice, or cheap counter would have been nice, but this actually works out okay because now I can force whatever this is, Deep Cavern Bat the other one, and I can pitch the Ponder. And then I can play Malcolm this turn. Yeah, I'll take Wandering Emperor. Nice Loran. And then I attack with all of these because I'm happy to trade Urtai for either of those creatures over there right now. And then I have Malcolm for next turn. And then if I draw a land, Mystic Confluence. Okay. Knowing your opponent's hand is pretty strong. They have a Celestial Colonnade too, so Sandy at some point, that's going to come into play here, but all right. Pretty decent trade on Sandy's part. He just thinks he's not going to be spending mana on Figure. Though if he drew a land, he could play Loran plus pump Figure, but I don't know. Taking a lot of damage here against all these flyers isn't usually a great idea. Is it the Loran? Let's see. Swords to Plowshares, huh? Yeah, it's a good one. You got to watch out for that one. Loran just bricking. You like seeing that. Malcolm can surely draw me into my 5th land. I think I'll just take it here. Making a 3/3 doesn't seem as good as drawing with Malcolm. That's funny. The Loran target. Because now I'm going to attack for 5. Sandy goes to 3. And I'm hoping to draw a land here. Let's bend the Jace. Play Night Scythe. At least this gives me some blockers. Better than Jace, I think, for that. Because the other way I could lose is like some sort of Sandy draws, attacks with Loran, draws with Loran, plays a creature, casts Time Walk. Next turn, plays another creature, that sort of thing. Hopefully I don't get hit by a Winds of Abandon here. This deck does have a lot of basics, at least. Interesting. I guess I just take it because of the aforementioned Winds of Abandon. Because now I still have lethal. No reason to just lose to that. Yeah, good play on my part. For once, finally. Wow, I have a lot of basics to get. Well, I guess I have to draw a creature for it to be lethal. Oh, no, I don't. This is lethal. All right. Boom. Bounce that. Draw 2 cards. Night Scythe gets crude. All right, going to game 3 here. Spell Pierce, no. Dress Down. I mean, he does have a decent amount of creatures with ETBs. Dress Down would be good against those. I like most of this stuff. I guess I could cut Consider, maybe try Dress Down. All right. Let's see how this goes, huh? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll keep this hand. I don't love it. See if this Dress Down is better than Consider. All right, Sandy not start with turn 1 Ocelot Pride challenge. We'll see. Ooh, all right, well, turn 1 Guide of Souls. Okay. I mean, my plan is going to be Deep Cavern Bat. Hope to fade a 2-mana play here. Okay, could have a Cathar Commando. Inquisition would have been really nice last turn, but I'll still play the Bat just for mana's sake. I can't really play Inquisition here. Okay. Oh, mono 3 drops, huh? Yeah, I'm going to take Adeline and hope Sandy doesn't draw a 3rd mana for a turn. Let's cross fingers. Too much to ask for, I guess. Too much to ask for. Yeah, because now he gets to... Well, I guess he doesn't get to jump the thing yet. All right. So his hand is Elite Spellbinder, Sanguine Evangelist. Yeah, I mean, I guess I have to Inquisition. I think I take the Sanguine Evangelist, leave the Winds of Abandon. And I can Dress Down in response. Would I rather him have an Elite Spellbinder or a Sanguine Evangelist after that? I think Elite Spellbinder. No, with Stoic Sphinx. No. I don't really want to deal with Battle Cry. All right. Pass the turn here. Pretend like I'm going to attack, though I'm not going to. Really annoying that I can't close these. Magic Online is bad. All right, let's go Dress Down. So now the Guide of Souls isn't even going to make token. All right, well, Dress Down was pretty good here, I think. Gets to swing. I guess I should have just attacked. Does he not attack with Blade Splicer? Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, the bat still gives back Adeline, even if it works. So. Oh, Occult Epiphany. That's an interesting one. All right. Pass the turn here. This one I will block. So he's got Winds of Abandon and an Unknown in hand. Knowing Sandy, he's going to draw the 3rd land on turn 3 and never draw another land. But at 13. Yeah, I should have attacked with the bat. I should be at 1 higher life. Hopefully that doesn't cost me. The nice thing is, even if he doesn't attack into Sphinx, I still have some good moves here. Okay, he did attack with those. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go for it. I don't really have much of a choice, I don't think. Eat the Guide of Souls, take 4. He can Winds of Abandon the Sphinx this turn. I'm fine with that exchange. If he's got no other plays, you might go ahead and do that. And my hand is pretty nice. So, Skull Clamp. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, that's really unfortunate for me. Glad I made him discard the Sanguine Evangelist. Clamp is going to be tough. This is going to be a close game. If I draw a land here for Mystic Confluence, it would be pretty nice. Simian Spirit Guide. What is going on here? Oh, into Winds? Okay. I guess I'm okay with that now. 9. Why don't I just go DT? Thieving Skydiver. X is 1. I'm stealing that Clamp. I could steal the Golem, but I think this is going to be pretty good. Oh, all right. I don't mind a Phantasmal Image here either. Okay, so Sandy's on 3 cards. 2 of them are not lands because he didn't play a land last turn. He Skull Clamped and then used Spirit Guide to Winds, which sounds great to me. I take 3 here down to 6. If you can kill the Deep Cavern Bat, I go to 3, but Occult Epiphany is going to make a bunch of blockers. I could have just stolen the Golem, but then he clamps. Okay. And he didn't have the land for Adeline? All right, I'll go to 4 here. I feel like this is pretty winnable. Let's see. I have 7 mana. I could Phantasmal Image the Spellbinder. Oh, I can't dismiss that. This is just unbelievable. And then have Mystic Confluence up. That sounds pretty good. And, Cathar Commando in response. Okay, that's fine. Take the Adeline. Oh, I didn't even see that. I meant to take Adeline. Well, that wasn't ideal. Though, it does make Fracture Identity cost 7, so he's probably never casting it. And this is going to work out okay, but he's worried about Mystic Confluence. Maybe he didn't attack. Boom, it's time for the Occult Epiphany. X equals 4. So discard land, artifact, sorcery, creature here. Make 4 tokens. He's going to get to kill the Skull Clamp, unfortunately, but this looks like a pretty good deal to me. And yes, you can kill the Skull Clamp so that I don't get to go off with Occult Epiphany and the Spirit tokens and Skull Clamp, but then I'll be left with 3 tokens, and if he didn't draw a land, he can't even cast Adeline. All right. Okay. If he drew the land for Adeline, he'd do a tap land. All right. So I could Ninja Kaido. Yeah, that actually seems worth it, because then I have Mystic Confluence up still. Take 5. And then Surveil 2 and draw a card. Miscalc. Sure, I'll put them both on top. Play Swamp, pass. If he plays Adeline without having drawn a land, I can miscalc. Oh, Skyclave, I'll definitely miscalc that. Basically, miscalc just felt like it was going to be a counterspell enough of the time here that it was worth doing. And then next turn, I get to play Psychic Frog, have Mystic Confluence up. I believe we've got the check mark here. Boom. 2-1. All right, solid. Let's take a look at the deck. What I liked about this deck, well, Forceful and Psychic Frog were among the highlights, but having Fallen Shinobi plus Kaito with like Stoic Sphinx, Occult Epiphany was awesome. It was just frequently 3 to 5 mana to make a couple flyers, 4 flyers against Sandy and do some filtering. It seemed pretty good. Look, you're down a card off Occult Epiphany, right? Because you cast it for, let's say, 3. You draw 3, discard 3, so you spent 4 cards to draw 3 cards. So you are down a card. But you got to trade your 3 worst cards for hopefully, you get to draw and then discard your worst card. So hopefully you increased in card quality. And like discarding land number 6, for example, can be basically free. And let's say you get 3 1/1 flyers, that's definitely worth a card. And 2 1/1 flyers is even not that bad. So like that last game when I made 4 flyers, 5 mana to be down a card but up 4 flyers, I would say you're up about a card and a half, maybe 2 cards, depending on how good the flyers are. And in that game, they were very good. Also, having expensive instants and a bunch of flash creatures like Stoic Sphinx, Subtlety, Malcolm was awesome. Skydiver was great. Having Inquisition, Spell Pierce, Deep Cavern Bat, not bad. Remand. And then could have used a little more removal. Just had the Bitter Triumph and the counter spells plus Urtai, which was also pretty good in this. Obviously, Frog's great. Good mana. 2 tap lands, 2.5 tap lands, plus Watery Grave and Scalding Tarn. It's just awesome. And yeah, overall a very solid deck for not opening anything too crazy. And went 2-1, beating White Weenie, which I think can be a bad matchup, but then losing to Red Black, which I don't think is that bad a matchup. So that's just kind of how the cards played out. And a fun deck. I like that this archetype's kind of supported. So Kaito, Bane of Nightmares, and Fallen Shinobi are some pretty cool ways to do it. So, well, that'll do it for today. My team is currently getting crushed. We're down 4-2. I'm the only person who's won yet. But hopefully that'll change. In any case, I had a good time. I hope you did too. And I'll be back tomorrow with another draft. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.